Makers. I'm Mombierella.
I'm Yukita Cosplay.
And I'm CJ Peterson. Welcome to Magic Making Mischief. Worked Hard is already joining us. She says like number 2. So get your wands to the ready because we solemnly swear, maybe, we solemnly swear we're up to no good. And speaking of being up to no good, today is Mombi's birthday. So before we start, we're going to sing happy birthday to Miss Mombi.
Join along in the comments and sing happy birthday.
Definitely. 3, 2, 1. Happy
birthday to you. We love you.
Happy birthday to you.
You're special.
Happy birthday, dear
Mombi. And a little crazy.
Happy birthday
to you.
We
and many more.
But you know that we love you. Marissa works hard, joined us with the wands. Marissa says hi. She also said happy birthday. And works hard said happy birthday to you. So happy birthday, Miss Mombi. Today we have a returning guest, Mr. Shane Glasgow, who likes to
round of applause.
Yes.
Welcome, sir. Happy to have you back.
Good to be back.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about something new. We talked about Purgatory Scream Park last time. Today we're going to be talking about Trans World's Halloween and Attractions Show. What is that and what is that?
So every year they have a big show in St. Louis. It's where the vendors release the new and big props for the haunt industry. If you've seen in Purgatory, if it wasn't homemade, more than likely it come from the Trans World show. So it's just it's a spot to release your new items, show off your product and kind of reach out and interact with the customers. It's an amazing show. It's one of the biggest of its kind.
Nice.
Awesome. Julie Brock says, hey y'all and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Find out who that was. So can you kind of give a little bit more detail on what exactly that is? And
yeah, so in the haunt industry, you've got props, costumes, masks, fake blood, you name it. Anything in the haunt industry is created by somebody, and the creators of these whatever item, they'll come to this show. They got cash and carry items. You can place orders. Most vendors try to have everything out well before Halloween, that we got time to build and set up. Essentially, so the last several years they've had a Halloween side and they've incorporated a Christmas side. So they've got these basically Christmas decorations. You name it. I mean, lights, yard decorations, blow molds. Everything. It's a really, really big show. And again, you got people from all over the world, vendors and customers. Me and Ryan, we run Purgatory, but 916 Productions is our set design company. So we went for years as buyers, and for the last 4 years, we've went as vendors. And we've kind of set the new industry standard on faux detailing product. We've got, rust and stains and moss, and we just released a new copper patina, and it's worldwide now. So it's the show definitely gives you the ability to reach out and interact with customers from all over the place. So, but again, if it's Halloween related, it's kind of this show. There's no limits to what you can find there.
That's
okay,
awesome.
So this isn't necessarily your show per se. You're a vendor at the show, correct?
Correct.
Cool.
Okay. You're also going to be
I'm sorry.
I was going to say you're also going to be a vendor at Fear Expo.
Correct. So Fear Expo is kind of along the same lines as Trans World. It's not as big yet. It's a fairly new convention, and it'll be in Jonesboro, Kentucky, and this will be our first year there. So we got high expectations. I think it's gonna be a good show. If we're there, it's gonna be a good show.
For sure. So tell us about y'all's company. Like you were saying that y'all changed the stuff up to make it look.
Yeah. So
like,
it's we went through, oh goodness, probably over a year of testing we first released our rust product. So you could literally rust anything: styrofoam, wood, cardboard. We've got a YouTube channel called Fear Finish. You can see all of our videos, how-to videos for each of our product, all of our social media,
Fear finish.
pictures of the product. In fact, that picture you're looking at there, it looks like that was our gel scene, and those bars, that's all plywood that we ripped up and used our rust product on. The walls in the background, those were all a crisp white, and we used our stains on them, made it all nasty and grungy. Of course, in the haunt industry, you don't want nothing to look pretty, so
That part.
Right.
we build a new booth every year. We don't try to be stale with our booth, and it's so it's got to look, you know,
Oh,
and the
that's
customer
cool.
on it, feel it, you know, see that the product, it kind of speaks for itself. Yeah, all those I-beams back there, that's all made out of plywood. You know, nothing.
That's plywood?
Nothing metal in our, but yeah, that's all plywood.
Oh.
Yeah,
And that's what that's y'all's rust finish on there. Is what that is?
that was actually the first booth that we for a trade.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah, that one there. That's our faux moss underneath the windows. That was I think that was the second booth that we built. Yeah, it's, and again, those all of our booths showcase all of our different products. And again, everything will work on anything. You know, we've even rusted and put moss on a old pair of canvas shoes. You know, not that I'd want to wear them too long without a tetanus shot, but
That's cool.
I would not have guessed that wood was actually not metal.
yeah, that's what everybody
Right,
said.
that one was yeah, that's so
That
cool.
showcases how good the artistic skill is there to make
Mhm.
plywood look like rusted metal.
Right, right. And you know, we're not the only vendor that sells that type of product, but we are the best quality and the most affordable. You know, when you have haunters that are building product for other haunters, we kind of stuck to our roots and wanted the home haunter budget to be able to have the same detail as a pro haunt. So it's been fun. We've had a good time with it. You know, it's a lot of work, but it's a neat experience.
So how long on average would a project like that take you to do though?
That to build those booths.
Mhm.
Oh goodness, we've been working on it for probably right after haunt season. We started working on it Saturdays only. You know, so whatever that is, 6 weeks of Saturdays. You know, about 10 weeks. After Halloween, we got started on it again, working just Saturdays only. So, and we got a small group, you know, 4 or 5 of us out there building every Saturday. You know, of course, we got a batch product, and the whole rusting process with as much as we use, you know, that's a pretty lengthy process. So it's all in the detail. You know, the actual build of it's not bad, but once you get to that amount, you know, and then you got 4 or 5 guys, and I've got my idea, Ryan's got his idea, and Kevin's got his idea. So we throw them all together and do it whatever Ryan wants to do. But, you know, we're just butting heads and throwing ideas around at the beginning. So we just kind of, we'll try to come up with a good idea of the booth. And of course, you know, we try to get costumes to go around it and, you know, try to find details, you know, little props that'll tie into it. So it's a lengthy process, but the outcome's always good for us.
Nice.
That's one thing I appreciated like about Purgatory Scream Park is you're really good on the details.
Oh
The
yeah.
details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
So if
when we
y'all
went
haven't
through-
seen, yeah, I was saying we did a behind the scenes, and we actually got to go through with the lights on. We didn't share the whole thing because we didn't want to spoil too much, but some of the details were so cool, and you're not going to see those with the lights off going through the regular Purgatory, you know. And it was just we had to share that. It was so cool.
Works Hard wants to know, do the elements mess with the process like rain or moisture?
Yes. So with the rusting process, it's definitely got to be dry. You know, if you've got the ability to do it indoors during the winter, we highly suggest that. And again, our product, it's just Mother Nature on steroids. You know, it's got actual metal in the product, and our active super static. We got the most potent activator on the market. And once you spray this stuff down, you know, you just kind of paint it on, stipple it on, and you activate it, and you essentially just walk away. But in the right elements, it's gonna be a faster cure time. You're gonna get more vibrant colors mixed in it. A lot of people they'll use a product and spray it down, walk away, and it's just brown. It looks like it was painted on. Ours legit looks like rust. It's got the oranges and the brown reds in it. So temperature and weather definitely could affect the process. Now, you can use it outdoors, leave it outdoors. It's going to be fine out in the elements. The wood will rot before our product falls off of it. So
Nice.
we on everything. Y'all seen it in the outdoor attraction at
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This was at Purgatory on some of it, right? Yeah.
It's everywhere out there. So elements will affect the cure time. Won't affect the whatever your product is if it's out in elements.
So you have the rust. What other products do you have on your booth?
We've got rust effects. We've got stains. We got 4 different color stains. We've got a brown, black, green, and yellow. We've got 5 UV stains, which again y'all seen in Purgatory in our clown section. We've got 5 stain colors. We've got a moss. It's a faux moss. You can kind of put it on anything as well. And then we just released our copper patina, which you can. I don't know if you can check out our Facebook page. It'll show. I had 2 resin tiger heads, and we took them over. We coppered them and patina them. It just looks like an old chunk of copper now, like an old statue head. But that one released. Got and every year, we don't like to show up with the same product year after year. But if you're not adding to your list of products, then you're just going to go stale. Might as well just sit around and wait for the next guy.
So here's my question: is this tried and true products that like y'all find, or are these ones that like y'all actually create yourselves?
We create everything ourselves. Obviously there's chemicals involved. Chemicals yet. But everything is mixed together. It's all batched. We've got a big warehouse that we batch everything in. But it's all and there was a lot of testing, with our rust activator. We had a decent idea, and we ended up going to one of the colleges and paid the professor to come up with a
Wow. That's cool.
That's neat though.
Again, that would make this metal rust quick. And then we come home and Ryan tweaked it for several months, and about 15 minutes, and your product's going to look rusty and nasty and gnarly. So it's a pretty
Very cool.
Did he study chemistry? I'm just curious now. Like,
Who's the chemist?
Awesome.
So he just Ryan took a process and he just tweaked it. No chemistry. We're driven, but our motivation comes from different areas, So of course, again, if we use it in the haunt, we don't have to go out and buy it if we can make it, and the cost to make it, we try to keep the cost of that minimal to turn around and sell it to the next customer. So
Makes sense.
a lot of playing around with stuff.
So what does your booth look like this year for those who are going to be at those particular events to try to find you?
That's the secret. So every year,
You tried.
I tried.
They'll get a special prize, and we did the first booth that we built. So we did little mini I-beams. The second year we did I think it was a wrench, the tie-in with the gas station, and then we did last year with the prison scene. We did keys, and so every year it's kind of become a hit, and we put them on little lanyards. That way they can wear them around the neck, walk around, and advertise for us. And really different little pics of the booth, but we never tell nobody what it is until Trans World.
The big reveal.
So make sure to try to find them if you're there.
Yes, that's exactly right. Because we're limited to 100, and after next year, so next year will be our 5th year. If you can show up at our booth with every giveaway from year 1, then we'll have a pretty unique prize for you. So there's probably gonna be
cool.
a lot of eBay and kind of.
That's so cool.
Y'all get a prize. Go find them, guys.
And if you got them all, then you get a special prize.
Even
Yeah.
more.
It's fun. This is going to be probably our toughest build. You know, it's going to be our coolest booths yet. So it's going to be a neat one to see.
So you just try to kind of outdo yourself each year, kind of like you do with Purgatory.
Correct. Yeah. Try to get bigger and better every year. In fact, the first year we were just one floor, and you know, depending on how much floor space you get, depends on the cost. And it's the booth space are not cheap, so we decided to go up, and eventually we'll be 4 or 5 stories high, I guess.
Goodness.
Very cool.
So, do y'all usually go places and do the process yourself, or do you sell the products, or do you do both?
So they offer classes at Transworld. You know, there's all kinds of seminars and classes, and we could go to one and show how, but we're so busy at our booth. We're literally talking and selling product from the time the doors open till they close. So we've yet to do one at Transworld. We went to several different shows where Texas Horner Convention, Mesquite, Texas. We went to that one. We did demos. You know, one year we attempted to do a demo, and you know, it's so cold in St. Louis and in the building, just the process didn't work quick. You know, they had to come back the next day and see that the product had literally started to rust. But it just there's so much going on that, you know, it's got to be a special show for us to, you know, do a hands-on demo of our product.
Well, the link for both Fear Expo and then the Transworld Halloween and Attraction Show are both in the comments themselves. So the Halloween and Attraction Show is March 7th through 10th. When is Fear Expo?
Oh my goodness, I knew you were going to ask me that too. It's the beginning of April.
Beginning of April. What
yeah.
other
Oh, yeah,
shows do you have through the year?
2 weeks into April. And again, it's all over social media. You know, if you look up Fear Expo, it's in Kentucky. I can give that much information, but I want to say it's the 10th through something. Each one is a 4-day event, you know, Thursday through Sundays.
Cool.
But I exact dates for Fear.
Do you have any other ones that you guys are slotted to join in for this year?
We try to do the Texas Horner Convention every year because it's in our backyard. And I just don't know yet. Like if we last year, the last 2 years, we've sold our booth in St. Louis. And if we sell it this year, we're going to have to hump it to get another booth built in less than a month for Fear Expo. And with all that in mind, it's really hard to build 3 booths. And so Fear Expo, I mean, Texas Horner Convention is still up in the air. We got so much going on, trying to prep for the haunt and recoup from 2 shows and then vacation. You know, our guys have the scheduled vacation for every show we go to, and we don't like to eat up all their family time doing 9/16 work. So
hold on a second. Did you say you sold your booth?
correct. Yeah, in fact, that jail scene is now in attraction in Canada.
Oh, snap. You let the
Oh,
Canadians
that's awesome.
have it?
You like literally sold your booth.
Dude, that's cool.
Tore it down, put it on pallets, and it was shipped to Canada.
Did they buy it with maple
Now
syrup?
that's selling everything.
He was actually talking about selling the setup from Terror Fest the first year because it was Stranger Things. I was this close to actually making an offer on that one myself.
Yeah,
I probably would have, but that's me.
in it. I'll sell it for dirt cheap.
Ding dang.
That's cool. So you have to if you literally sell your booth, then you're going to make a whole new one before Fear Expo.
Correct. Well, and we're hoping if somebody buys it, it's going to sell. And I'd have to guess once you see it erected, it'll make sense. But I'd have to guess it'll sell to somebody that does escape rooms. I mean, it's going to be ideal for an escape room. And
so now you have a hint.
We're hoping if somebody buys it, with it just being
really?
that they'll agree to having it shipped from Kentucky to their location instead of St. Louis, and then we'll trailer it the next month to Kentucky and then put it on a pallet and ship it to its new home. But yeah, if somebody buys it and they say, no, I want it right now, I need it next week, then we've got to build another booth in a month. Obviously, it won't be as big as the one we've got now, or won't be as hard of a build, because we're going to St. Louis with 7 guys to wreck this booth, and we go to Kentucky, we'll only have 4. So it's going to be a monster with minimal recoup time.
Goodness. Well, that's
Good.
kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
That is
It took
awesome.
me a second when you said it. I'm like, wait a minute.
Right?
Oh, I
Like-
think about it a lot. I've done. Wait, we got to build a whole nother booth. Yeah.
Was that the plan initially, like when y'all made the first one, or did that just kind of like someone made you an offer and y'all decided this was a good idea?
Sure, why not?
Everything we own is for sale, and our first year at Texas Haunter Convention, somebody bought our booth, and that's kind of when we just got to put a price on it, let people know that's for sale. And we try to build booths that'll tie into the haunt somewhere, that way if we come back home with it, we've got a use for it, just like our Stranger Things booth, we've got no use for that in the haunt. So we like to build our booth that tie in. And unfortunately, last year we sold the jail scene and we needed it. So we had to
Oh
come back.
no!
We had to come back twice as big for the haunt, and same thing with our gas station. We built a gas station for Transworld, and we come home and we had to build one twice as big, so we keep all that in mind, and it's a time, but
Yes.
our customer service is all part. So if somebody wants to buy our booth, and hey, you can have it if the price is right. You can take it home with you, but it does it causes a lot of additional work for us. But if we were working out of our driveway, it'd be a little different. But we'll get in the warehouse and together. It's not a big deal.
But the cool thing is, even your booth is quality enough product that people are actually buying it off the floor.
That's true.
Yeah. But and again, the booth shows off everything, every one of our products, and if they can buy the product and do it themselves, great. Some people they're on time crunch too, and if they need a gel scene and they need it for this season, don't have time to build it. Yeah, you snatch up some extra product and buy the booth and go home with all of it. If I come home with the empty trailer, I'm ecstatic because I don't have to unload it when I get home.
Nice. Okay, so here's my question. Say I wanted to turn my ordinary house into the haunted mansion, basically. Is that doable?
It is. So we actually sold 10,000 gallons to a guy overseas that wanted to rust up his entire castle. No, I'm kidding. That's a total fact. Be silly. But yes, you can. We sell to other than the haunt industry. People, they'll buy our rust product to patina their vehicles. We had a guy that bought a bunch to do a man cave. There's some big producers that have picked it up. I don't know. I'd never heard of him. I'm just so unattached from YouTube and stuff like that. But Mr. Beast, I guess
My gosh.
he's bought 2 of our,
Yes. Yes.
he bought a couple rust kits from us. So it's for way more than just haunted attractions. You can.
That's a big name.
That is, especially like for YouTube and stuff, for sure. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. I said, who's Mr. Beast? Who's Mr. Beast? So
oh Lord.
cool. I
That's
don't know
a
what,
That's so funny.
it's cool to be on the map like that.
That's awesome.
That's a big
very
deal.
cool.
Yeah. It's
So what's next for, say, Purgatory? Do you have any cool ideas coming up that you wouldn't mind sharing as you
And
know?
you-
I don't know what I'm doing next week. Literally,
Thought I'd try.
we get done with haunt season, and we are geared for 9/16. It's all for trade show booths. We do have some ideas for the haunt. We've got a lot of changes to do on the inside. Again, when we started, we didn't have our set design product. So we just kind of went with what we had. Watered down paint for stains. It looked all right for what we had, but it's not up to par. So we're changing out a bunch of our insides. We'll be changing up certain rooms that we just feel like it's wasted space. For years, our intent was to change out the statue hallway. It's a lot of real estate for one little startle that if we used it, we use it. If not, then it's just statues you walk past. So we got some areas that we're contemplating. Again, it just everything is kind of time permitting. Depends on what we got going on, how much we change. I think outside, the outside attraction will probably stay pretty similar. We had some hiccups this year. I think one of y'all may have landed in our ball pit and got stuck for a minute or two.
I think that was a recurring theme since we got to go through it a couple of times. Actually, I did notice like it was
No idea
empty
who you're
this last
talking about.
time, wasn't it? Like during the lights off walkthrough, I think was there not like a lot in there? Or was that
What?
not on purpose though?
There was
I don't know.
There was close to 30,000 balls in that thing.
Yeah, I just remember going down.
I remember there being
We
more
remember that too.
before then. Maybe it just got busy and they got pushed out because I did notice a lot were like elsewhere, and so I was wondering about that.
And then, the first hour in, there was 20,000 balls outside in the walk. So, but
That
again,
makes sense.
kind of backfired on us. So again, we'll make small changes.
It's fine. That's fine.
It's all good.
It's fine.
Oh.
Everything's fine.
Well, I tell you, we learned a couple of things. The zombie Disney princesses were fun, but not very practical for going through the haunts.
So yeah,
Very
no,
itchy.
Zombie
for
makeup was itchy.
yourself. You two wore dresses. I wore pants. Speak for
What?
yourself.
Yeah, I think
Jasmine,
there's that.
especially
I
like
enjoyed
my
mine.
class
Mine
did
was
not
just
have
very
a strap.
itchy.
So.
Mine was just very itchy with the claw mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
But other than that, it was comfy. Until I hit the ball pit and hit the ground. Otherwise, it was good.
Don't wear heels for sure. That's one thing I'd definitely say for
Yeah,
that.
no.
That's a hard pass there from now on. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna backtrack. So real quick, just for those who didn't know, we're talking about Purgatory Scream Park, which is in Kingwood, and it is got 5 different themed haunts, and it is amazing. We got to go through it. We shared video footage of some of the highlight moments and stuff, and some of the behind the scenes in another video. So definitely check those out because it was amazing. We loved it. So.
And if you
Definitely.
haven't by now, stop this and go watch it. Just so you know.
You will see me being Princess Grace as Princess Merida.
Oh yes, she is beauty. She is grace.
Well, she was a
Sure.
zombie princess, so it made total sense.
Marissa says cool. Well, we're running out of time. We have 2 minutes left. Is there anything you would like to add, sir?
That's it. Check out our social media, 916 Productions. Again, we're on YouTube as Fear Finish. You can go to fearfinish.com. You put your eyes on all of our different products. And that's about, that's it. If you can't make it to St. Louis or Kentucky and you're in the Houston area, come by Purgatory and you'll see all of our product as well. It's all over throughout our attraction.
And if you haven't been to Purgatory, you've got to go.
Yes, you should definitely go
At least once.
I'm chicken
Yeah.
and I still do it. Well, Shane,
and
you're a
actually
pleasure
go
as
through
always.
it
Yes. In the dark, not just the light.
when it's active.
Yo, hey, I got that much out of me. All right, that was big. Kill me.
It's all right. We
Shane,
love you.
thank you so much. A joy as always. Mombi, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mombi, the movie star and the spider extraordinaire lady.
real.
Oh, yes. We actually do have a special coming up extra this week, Thursday, 7 p.m. Check that out. We'll be talking about the author movie, and we're talking with the producers. So
That might have been
you
a
don't
few
want to miss that.
intrigued.
Definitely. So don't miss that. It will be going. Works hard. Just sent you a bunch of birthday cakes.
Eat all the
Thank
cake,
you.
Mombi. All the cakes.
Okay. So in the
Those
meantime,
kids
we'll
are
catch you
Christmas
guys Thursday at 7 for our special edition, and then we'll be back on Tuesday at 7. Mombi, take us out.
Yes. Love you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, ring the notification bell, check out our social media, and definitely check out Shane's awesome stuff. And hey, get the thumbs up. And next season, we'll see y'all at Purgatory too. But till then, remember, mischief minutes. Sorry, I didn't know. Not remember. But till next time, love you guys. Mischief minutes.